All right, good morning, everybody. It is the end of January-ish, and I'm planning the month of February, getting February all set up. I just made a list of all the things that I know are happening next month. That is a very, very heavy medical month. Not sure why, it just worked out that way, is what it is. Hi, if you haven't watched before, I'm Sonia, and I love to plan things. I'm using an A5 Sterling Ink Complete Planner this year. Last year was Planner Chaos for me, and so when Sterling Ink came out with this planner, it ticks all of the things that I want. There's only one thing that I kind of wish they had, that others have, but anyway, whatever. I love this planner so far. I've really kind of made it work for me over the last month. I do have another planner that I use. This is my Wonderland 222 A6 size, but this is 100% for work. So it's minimal stickers, it's some washi, but it's all about documenting what happens with my classes and things that I'm working on. And yeah, it's my documentation book. This, on the other hand, is my life planner, right? Not to steal a copyrighted term, but this is where I keep my life. I haven't done a setup video. I haven't done a walkthrough video. I haven't done any of that. But let's dive into February, because we are there already. I can't believe it's already February. All right. So there's this super cute kit. I got the monthly kits from the Coffee Monsters Co. for the year of 2026. I also got them last year and the year before. I really like the art. It just makes me happy to look at my planners when I have this art in it. I got the Hobonichi Cousin Monthly, which fits the Sterling Ink. I got the washi. Sterling Ink A5, it fits. I got the 1.3 labels because I always need more labels. I also got the journaling, the large monthly. And then I also got the watercolor dates. Last month I didn't use them at all. And I think I'm going to go ahead and just cover up the dates like I used to when I was back in an EC. But yeah, my dogs, again, if I plan in the mornings, my dogs always decide that now is the time that they're going to play. So you may hear some barking in the background as this happens. February is always a hard month for me, because I never plan to go anywhere, right? Like, I'm in the thick of semester. It's not spring break yet. We're in the middle of winter. Right now, actually, we're recovering from a snowstorm that hit our town. Well, it hit practically all the Midwest this weekend. And today's actually my birthday. So I'm doing what I love to do, which is plan. That is my entire plan for the day. I'm going to play in my planners. I'm going to catch up. I'm going to putz around. I do have a couple of meetings that I couldn't reschedule, or that, honestly, because I wasn't really paying attention to the fact that it was my birthday coming up. It's like, sure, my Wednesday next week is all free. Go for it, please. Book a meeting with me on that day, which is very rare. I usually am very, very good about blocking off my birthday. Okay, we'll put it over here. Yeah, so I have a fun meeting at 10. I get to catch up with a colleague of mine that I haven't seen in a couple of years and ask her if she's willing to work with me in my current role. Mostly because she's phenomenal at teaching that particular course. But so that'll be a fun meeting, and then I get to meet with one student that'll take about 10-15 minutes maybe. I meet with every single one of my students during the fourth-ish week of class to make sure that our goals are aligned, that they're assessing and seeing the things that I'm seeing in their development, and to make sure they're on the right track as far as skill focuses. I just love this. Look at how sweet that is. I'm going to cover up the February because I'm going to use the February sticker. So I'm just going to put this a little bit higher. Do I want to cover up the 2? I never referenced that. Like, what did I do in January? I covered that up. I don't like that. I don't like that. All right. We'll do this. We'll cover up. I've got 10 more months to figure out how I like it. So covering up that because I'm putting the February label right underneath. That is slightly crooked. I'm just gonna go with it. It's gonna be fine. Everything's fine. A little bit crooked again. Again, it's fine. I do not need to be like obsessed about it. Okay, where was I? I don't have any trips this month, and that makes me actually quite sad. I do have an epic trip next month, so it's fine. I have to get through this month. I did pull out some different washi that kind of goes with this theme. I said this in a previous video, but you know, I don't do eggs. I can eat, like, I eat them in mixtures, but if it's a lot of eggy flavor, like sometimes mayonnaise can be too eggy for me. I hated mayonnaise until I found until I found Hellmann's, and now I'm like a Hellmann's convert. But yeah, so I can't do custards, I can't do souffles. Creme brulee is out, much to my bestie's like chagrin. She loves that dessert, and honestly, it looks delicious, but once I take a bite, nope, it's way too eggy. Same with flan. I will, every so often, I will try these egg dishes just to confirm that, nope, I really don't like it. But so far, really don't like it, and it's been quite some time. I don't want to say how much because today's my birthday and I don't want to focus on that part. I'm going to add this fun little washi. This came in a subscription kit from Coffee Monsters Co. last year, I believe. I think it was July. And it came with several washies. It was very pretty. I still think it's very pretty. Also has this one, which kind of aligns better with whatever. I like this. I like the sunny. I like to remind myself that the sun will be coming back. I promise. Midwest gets pretty gray in February. And I mean, we benefit from the gray in March and April and during the summer when everything's lush and green and I can easily grow tons and tons of tomatoes. But man, getting through this season is tough sometimes. All right. That is a full week up there that we're not even gonna touch. Cool. All right. Well, I'm pretty sure because these numbers are washi, I'm gonna have to white out every single one of these numbers. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do that. Call it good. But first, do I want to do these first? Yeah, let's do these first. I'm just gonna go ahead and put the headers down. I remember when I used to have an EC and I would put headers on every single day, like 3 headers a piece, and it was a whole thing, and I loved it. Like, I loved the way it looked, and now I'm thinking back and I'm like, wow, they were so busy. How did I see anything? Oh, well, that ink's peeking through that print. That's okay. Wednesday, Thursday, And last but not least, Sunday. I didn't notice the little tongue. Is that the same every month? It is. I'm pretty sure that's a little emoji with a tongue sticking out. It's very cute. She's very cute. Anyway. All right, that is my week. Yeah, let's just go ahead and start with the numbers. I know that's kind of tedious, but this is life. Ooh. It's been a long time since I've done this. I'm feeling very out of sorts. I'm like, don't mess the lines up. I want to keep the lines. I'm not worried necessarily about it being perfect. I just want to hide most of it. All right. All right, let's start with 1. So I know that this is a format thing, right? Like, but it's funny to me that this is a kit specifically designed for February, and it goes all the way to 31. It just amuses me. But I know other people will use it for a different month. It gives flexibility. It's easier to design that way, blah, 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 blah. But it just, again, amuses me. I'm really glad that these align this way, because if these didn't, I think that would bother me. So if you'll notice, the colors are all aligned on the 7 days. So there's like a repeating pattern of 7. It just makes me happy. Although you could say it's a repeating pattern of 4, but that doesn't work between lines. So I'm going to go with repeating pattern of 7. All of a sudden I had this freak out that maybe I was putting these like in the wrong spot. No, I'm okay. That's the problem with covering up all your numbers, is then you don't know for sure that you're on the right date. Just to trust that I'm doing this all in order and count. Or, you know, there's other calendars I could reference. There's other things I could do. I know. I'm glad I decided to do this on February because I forgot how tedious this is. $22. You know, I'm looking at this as I'm doing it, and I'm thinking I'm probably going to do the same thing for every month. I did order the the watercolor dates for every month. I'm probably going to do that because I really like the way this looks. 27. And last but not least, 28. I really do like the way that looks. Make sure they're all on. Fabulous. All right. Well, looky there. All right, now to put in the things that I'm doing. The things. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there are 7 of those. All right. I ran into this problem last month. I go to campus 2 times a week, roughly. And there are 4 weeks in February. Damn it. Hold up. Better. Not great, but better. But there's only 7 of these. And so, which, I mean, they're designed to cover up the Sunday in the Hobonichi. I did it again, just a little bit off. I need to be using my tweezers is what I need to be doing. So I get why there's only 7, but for me, I wish there was just one more. One more would make it perfection for me. So instead we're gonna do this. These are my long teaching days. Yeah, use the tweezers, Sonia. Use the tweezers. All right. I also am on campus on Thursdays. We'll use the little skinny ones. Because I have more, hold on, where is it? There they are. Because I have more labels, I'm not as worried about like running out of labels, so I'm happy to use labels for this as well. There's that. And this one. Oh yes, tweezers are a must. This one. All right, let's see. I also have work meetings, so I'm going to use similar labels to those. I have work meetings on the 6th. But this is in the afternoon. Oh, I did it again. Shiznit. Crap. Why? Peel up, baby. Peel up, peel up, peel up, peel up. Okay, good job. I figure if I talk to my stickers, they'll behave a little bit better and do what I want them to do. We're just going to go with there. All right. Well, it's a little crooked still. We are going to go with it. I should not have pulled that one. I don't want that one. All right, I'm going to pull this one because we've got another meeting, shocker, in the afternoon. I do have something else in the morning. And then I'm going to do a yellow one. Just getting a nice mix of colors going over here for yet another Friday afternoon meeting. Luckily, the majority of our meetings are off campus, like remote, with one exception, which I don't understand why. Like, we have things to do. So that's all of my work stuff, and I haven't written it in yet. Like what actually I'm going to do. I do have a personal appointment here. Oh, no. This one, because I'm going to use a doctor's. Gonna use a doctor sticker, so I want a boring one. I say boring. They're not boring. They're just not decorated. But I am going to add a doctor sticker to it, so it will be decorated. Let me look for another quote-unquote boring one. I can't believe I said that out loud. I have doctor's appointments all over the place this month, and it's a lot. I don't like that. Yeah. That's a short name. I can fit that. And then I also see another doctor here. And I see my dentist. Here. Oh, I don't have all blue there. This one. Here. Okay. All right. We have a dog appointment there. So Chico is having surgery to remove a possible mast cell from his back. We don't have very good luck with lumps and bumps in our house. And then also dog related, Dixie and Charlie are both having their annuals here. All right, did I miss anything on my list? Shoot. I don't have anything on the 20th. I have it on the 27th. Darn it. Please come up for me. Please come up for me. Oh. I totally put that on the wrong date. Let's see if it'll stick back down. If not, then I can always tape it down, but come on. All right, there we go. I 100% put that on the wrong day. Got that? Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes. Yes, and yes, and yes. All right, so there, God, that already looks busy. Okay. I teach from 10 to 7 that day. It's a long day. On Thursdays, I'm there. We're going to call it office 1 to 4. Office. I don't know why that printed weird. Like the ink came out weird. Office 1 to 4. And office 1 to 4. What is happening with this pen? Class. Lord, my mom's calling me. I'm sure she's calling to wish me a happy birthday, but I'm going to finish recording. before I do that. Okay. Another thing that I like to put down in my planner is just to kind of keep me honest, are the days or the week numbers of my classes. So it's not quite aligned with the weeks. We do start very early in January because one of the things that my university is committed to doing is being done by a major sporting event that happens in our area. We joke, and that sporting event happens first week of May, so we're always done by then, at least with classwork. So that I believe we're 1 week behind the actual. So let me go check January. Yep, week 4. So week 5, week 6, week 7, week 8. All right. So on this day, I'm going to my PCP. I've been having chest pain, which sounds much scarier than it is. Yeah, I've been having chest pain. No, it's a muscle pull, but I don't know what to do to fix it, and it's really painful. So it's hard to laugh, it's hard to sneeze, it's hard to do things. So I'm going to see her. I also need to follow up on some other stuff. And then I'm going to see, I'm not out of doctor stickers, am I? That would be problematic. I'm going to go see this one. I better not be out of small doctor stickers. How did we see it? I also needed to come over here, come get the thing because I have a dentist appointment and I don't keep my dentist stickers in my regular, like my everyday carry stuff, because dentist only happens once every few months. More often than twice a year, unfortunately, but there she is. There's the dentist one. And I might should order more of those just because I'm down to kind of like the ouch ones. Yeah. Although, I don't know. I don't ever get cavities. Like, I don't have bad teeth. I have terrible gums. Thank you, Mom. Terrible gums. And so I do go 3 times a year to get some really deep, intensive cleaning done. And they kind of laugh at me because I come in, I get in the chair, I put my ears in, I put my sunnies on, I have comfy socks. Sometimes I bring a blanket depending what's happening with the weather. And it does look like I'm out of doctor. Well, that's poopy. I guess Coffee Monsters Co. is going to get more of my money. Which, not a bad thing. I like to support small businesses. Yeah. Still looking for that doctor sticker. All right. Well, I guess he's gonna get a big doctor sticker. Just gonna confirm I don't have any others floating around. Nope, doesn't look like it. Bummer. All right, well, let's put the dentist down. Oh, back to what I was saying about the dentist. The ouch thing is relatively accurate because of the amount of physical work they have to do on my face. Sometimes I leave feeling very bruised. All right. I just put away my book, but I have vet care or dog stuff. There we go. Right to it. That was amazing. I do have vet stickers also. I'll use those. All right. So, no, I'm not going to use these. These are way too big. I've only got the big ones left. So let's just do the small little lap ones. That's Chico. Ah, missed the eye. That's terrible. Chica's having that surgery. We took him in. She did a fine needle aspiration on that particular bump and found one mast cell. But it's very possible that when we saw the bump, we were like, hey, let's give him some Benadryl, see what happens. And it shrunk, which is entirely suspicious for an MCT. So when she went in, she aspirated the bump and she found one mast cell, which could be because we gave him Benadryl and they weren't producing. There's a lot of different reasons that could have happened, but yeah. Dixie and Charlie. They have their annuals that day. That's going to be a very expensive vet week. All right, on the 6th, I'm having a curriculum meeting. A CML meeting, which is a faculty meeting, and then a faculty assembly meeting. What am I doing here? I had a note. Where'd my note go? Oh, there's my note. Oh, McKee. McKee. I dig him. He brings straight. Oh, that's big. I do. No, he's just going to get a little, like, no, he's just going to get a name. He's fun. He brings former quarterback energy to my appointments, which, okay. My least favorite thing about him, though, he runs so late. Like, I mean, he spends tons of time with each of his patients, and I benefit from that. But I swear, if you're going in, it is going to be at least a 2.5-hour appointment, even if you're just there for a recheck like me. Like, he and I are both on the same page. I'm taking medication to help with my nerve pain that legally requires visits every 2 months. I'm literally coming in to say, hey, how's it going? He's going to be like, hey, how's the foot? I'm like, great, as long as I'm taking the medication. And he's going to be like, great, let's keep plugging away, which, fine. The medications are safe for long-term use. It's just every 2 months. How's it going? It gets old having to go that often when, yeah, I just feel like I should be fixed by now. That's not a him problem. That's not a me problem. That's just, yeah, like the injury sucks. That is all I have to say about that. The injury sucks. Okay. I am looking at this and I'm like, okay, she's so pretty, but also I have nothing fun planned. I'm gonna need to find some fun plans. Okay. I know that I've got fun plans in March, but I can also have, oh, I do have something fun planned. I don't know what I was thinking. I do have some fun plans. So apparently I started a new thing. I hosted a painting night, and then the next week we got a text message from somebody else, and they're like, hey, come to my house on the 28th and we're going to do another craft. So we're gonna have a ladies craft night. I'm excited about it, actually. It's really just an excuse to get together, have some fun, and just create, right? I think we're doing mosaics on this day based on the equipment that we've been asked to bring. I didn't mention this in my last month setup, but I've gone through every month and set up habit trackers, mostly because I need to track certain things and I need to track on a 10-point scale certain things. This is just a yes, no. This is a 10-point scale. And so over here, I track my sleep. And then here, I track my medications in the bottom, all my PRNs. And then I track my habits that I'm trying to form. So that's this month. I am going to use these, kind of like I did last month, to decorate this page. All right. I like this one. We're just going to... Trying to decide, do I put it at the bottom of the page? Or the middle of the page to differentiate between the key? Yeah, we'll just do it that way. And that'll be the key. All right, there's that. You, friend, come down here. Yes. And then you, friend, are going to come up here. Yeah. No. Come here. Nope. Problem with washi tape is that it sticks so good. Or the washi stickers is that it sticks so good. But it doesn't come up all that great. Which is, I mean, fine. Except when you're struggle bussing. Struggle bus, struggle bus. There we go. All right. Yes. What's interesting is for this month, I can put February right here. I'm just gonna white out some of that so it doesn't pop through the word. Because obviously there's not a 30 and there's not a 31 and there's actually not a 29 either. We're just gonna stop with 29. There we go. February right there, which is not something you can do when it's January. You could do it, I guess, in the ones that are 30 days. Just gonna go right there. Oh, it's crooked. It's crooked. It's crooked. Please come up. Okay. Twist a little. Okay, let's do that. Better. Better. Not perfect. Let's use this one on this over here. You know what I didn't do? I didn't do my letter to February page. I should have used some of these to decorate that. But I will use the washi that I won't be using because I'm not going anywhere. Huh. All right. Let's see. I like the way that looks. I really like the way that looks. I'm very happy with that. I'm happy with the setup of this. I'm not happy with the amount of stuff I have to do. In the sidebar, I'll start adding things that happen, right? Like if I have important moments, I usually have this section work-related stuff. This section is personal-related stuff, just important things to note. All right, well, I'm gonna use, yeah, let's use this washi. We will do a strip right across the top. Oh, well, that was swell, Sanjay. And we will put, there we go. All right. And then we will use this to differentiate between personal. Yes. All right. Lovely. And then some additional washi colors. I really like using the grid and maintaining the margins for the most part. I feel like it gives the page structure. I just really like a nice margin. That is such a teacher thing to say. All right, do this up here. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Yeah, let's go that way. Yes, it's crooked. Whatever, it'll be fine. And I want to keep the dots because I end up using them for other things. But I love, it's weird to me that I'm going to be putting eggs on my page. A little piece of bread. Is there anything else I need to? Do I have other? Where's my? I've got icons and stuff, but that's really the only deco. I've got some here. Oh, I'll put a piece of toast down with the egg. And then I'll just kind of write around it when I do my letter to February, which I haven't done a letter to January, so that's a fun little thought. Oh, I forgot I had these. These are lovely as well. I love the little washi things. Okay. So that is basically it. This will be the letter to February when I get there. This is my, ooh, that's gonna drive me nuts all month. This is my month. It stresses me out just looking at it. Okay. I have one fun thing. I need to find more fun things. And then I have my trackers that I'm going to fill out in the not too distant future. There she is.